Welcome back to Mortgage in a Minute extended version. I'm here with Miss Janie.
Once again, Janie with Guaranteed Rate.
Thank you so much again, Janie, for doing this. I think it's so important that we get these videos out to help people get some of those answers for the most common questions, right? Help them getting educated and into the buying a home process. And today's question is kind of broad. You know, it's what's my purchasing power? How much of a house I can buy? And your short answer was,
well, it's all going to depend on your application. Once we have an approved application, and to get that, it's really looking at your credit score, your payment history, your down payment, reserves, assets, work history. Once we've got that down, we can look and see what kind of a payment you're comfortable with and what kind of a payment you can actually afford.
Yeah, and you know, I think you're seeing a commonality in all our videos. The answer for most of the questions are call a mortgage officer.
Correct.
Because really we don't know what the answer is until we dig deep, or the mortgage officer digs deep into your particular scenario.
Your needs, your wants,
your job history, your income, all those things are so important. You can go online and get some of those online calculators that give you a quick answer, but in reality, don't trust those, because you really need to talk to somebody like Janie.
Right, and I'm going to do what's best for you and what seems to suit your goals.
Yeah, and actually one of the things that I like to tell my clients is, listen, let's find you the right lender, right? And I connect them to Janie or whoever the right lender will be for them at the time. And then we work as a team, because not only do you present the application, right, to the lender, but you also start a conversation between of us as to what you can afford, what you're comfortable with, and also what the market is doing.
Sure.
So then you have a team on your side that's strategizing for you based on your possibilities, based on your scenario. So that's super important.
That's correct. Anytime's a good time to purchase a home. It's a great investment.
Mm-hmm.
Renting, why rent and invest in someone else's success?
Yes, I've heard it
Start
said
with
this
yourself.
way: when you're paying rent, you're paying 100% interest, right? And you're paying somebody else's mortgage.
Correct.
So that's very important to talk to a mortgage officer to see what your purchasing power is. Another thing that you mentioned was that nobody wants to be house poor.
Correct.
So I think it's super important that you work with professionals that have your best interests in mind, and that yes, they'll tell you what you can afford, but then they'll follow up with that question, but how much do you want that payment to be?
Right, and again, you have to take into consideration there's going to be homeowners insurance, there's going to be property taxes, there's going to be HOA fees, there's going to be private mortgage insurance. Are we going crazy yet?
And don't get scared, you're still paying for that if you're renting. Right. It's just in your rent, right? You just have to be aware that there's different components to your actual payment. There's not just going to be principal and interest, right?
Correct.
But so just know that, but definitely, and like I said, I like that you brought that question up, because not everybody will start that way. Well, what are you comfortable with? Because you can potentially afford a lot more than what you would like to pay on a monthly basis.
Correct.
And so we work backwards with you. Okay, well, if you want this payment, if you want your mortgage payment to land here, then this is the sale
target.
price. Yes, exactly.
Price.
And especially depending on what area you're looking at, because we need to look at the property tax rate, right? And also the age of the home, because insurance varies based on that, right?
And a lot of times, I know a common question I get after one has closed, a year has gone by: why did my payment go up? Your principal and interest payment will never go up. As long as you're in a fixed rate.
Right.
But if your property taxes go up, your payment is going to go up if your property taxes and
we're going to end it there, because Janie just gave us a teaser for a bunch of great
there
questions.
There, we're going to leave it at that.
Videos. But yeah, there's so much to decipher when it comes to lending, and also so many options that you have. I mean, you talked about fixed interest rates versus variable, and all the other things and why your payment might change after the first year. We're going to leave that as a cliffhanger.
Emotional roller coaster in mortgages, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun, and it's to your best interest. There's no better investment than your home, for sure. Anyway, well, thank you again, Janie. I'm Isabel Guzman, realtor with eXp Realty, and
thank you, everyone. Janie with Guaranteed Rate.
If you have any questions, please reach out to me or to Janie. Take care. Thanks for watching.